Hey, my YouTube friends. Tonight's video is going to be kind of little spooky, creepy. I really mostly like to do cutesy Halloween, but today we're going to do a spell book and we're going to have a blood-filled goblet. Even though it's kind of creepy, it does turn out really kind of cool. So, I'm going to show you a little sneak peek right here. So stay tuned and I will show you how we do it. Okay, so the first thing we did was started out with one of the Dollar Tree books. We also have a pack of spiders. I think they come in a 6-pack, and the skull heads are also in the 6-pack. We got everything from the Dollar Tree. The beware sign is the little metal signs. I think it's beware, spooky, and I don't remember what the other one was. I've glued all of that down so far, and the skeleton, I actually cut him in half so he would fit, kind of flat on the book. And I just took the hot glue gun. We've glued all that down. I traced over the beware sign with the hot glue gun to give it a little more height or dimension, and it didn't really seem to give me what I needed. So I also added some of the Chanel stems or the tinsel that you get from the dollar store just to give it more of that 3D effect. So now what I've done is I just dumped my Mod Podge all over the book, and I'm taking the toilet paper, and we had the 3-ply, so I just, pulled it apart and just used one of the strips, and we're adding that all along the book. You want the kind of crinkled look. I'm just using the paintbrush to kind of push everything down, making sure that I'm getting it all in between the words and, all around the spiders and the skeletons. So I let that dry overnight, and it really didn't have as much of that weathered or leathered look that I wanted. So I went ahead and applied my Mod Podge again, and I used paper towels this time, and that seemed to give it the effect that I was looking for. So now we're going to let this dry, and we're going to go ahead and start on our goblet. So I have the margarita glass that we got from the dollar store, and I took the hot glue gun and kind of dripped it all around the rim so it looks like, it's dripping. And I'm gonna take my ink color in the Waverly chalk paint and paint the entire margarita glass. I even painted the inside of it. Now while that's drying, we are going to take our Rust-Oleum black spray paint, and we are going to spray paint our book. Just trying not to spray the skull because I kind of wanted him white. I ended up getting paint on it, which is no big deal because we're going to paint him later. Just go ahead and cover the entire book, the sides, with your black spray paint. So our goblet is dried, and now I'm going to go back, and where we had our driplets, I'm just going to paint that red. I'm also going to paint the beware word on our book. I'm going to go ahead and paint that red as well. And I'm going to use the ivory chalk paint, and I mixed a little mineral with it as well, and it gave me that off-white look that I painted the skull with. And here's the finished product. I added some skulls and some black beads to the goblet, and this is the book. I still really wasn't digging it. I thought it needed a little something. So I ended up using a little of the yellow puffy paint, and I'm just dabbing it all over, and it's going to give it that kind of green effect. I ended up having too much in some spots, so ended up, just using the paint dabber, the sponge, and I used the paintbrush, and I went back and I used the paper towel and just kind of dabbed some off, spread it around a little bit until I was happy. this ended up working out pretty good. I thought it'd give it that little extra, that it needed. And tell me what you think. This is the first time that I've ever used this technique. This is the first time that I've ever done a spell book. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. And tell me if you like it, if I should have done something different. Okay guys, so here it is, the finished product. We have our spell book with the spider and the skull. We have our blood-filled goblet with our skulls. And we have our black candles in the back. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up. Remember to like and subscribe to see more of my crafting videos. Until next time, bye.